I will drag you to the car.
Stop it. Stand up.
Stand up, baby, because they're going to tase you.
Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. Today we're in Southwest Florida where we have a couple that's arguing over some cheating allegations. It breaks out into a full-on fight, and we'll walk through the body cam, the statutes, and the 6 levels of evidence. This is an interesting one because though both people are fighting, the result might not be so obvious. So with that,
what's going on?
Stand on the grass because the road.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. What happened, guys?
Nothing. This is my daughter. She's on her way home.
Okay, what happened? Why was there lots of yelling and stuff?
They just had a little argument, so I'm sending her home. And
Okay.
That's my grandbaby in there, and then I'm gonna have him take my car.
That's your daughter? You guys had the argument?
Yeah, but we okay.
Okay, it's not a big deal.
I'm sending them home now.
Okay. Anything got physical?
No, we're good.
Okay. Sounds good. What are you guys yelling about? We got multiple calls, so.
They just got caught cheating. That's what it was. And it just escalated to an argument.
All right. Hey, that's not a big deal. I'll just take your info, right? Quick statement, and I'll get you guys on the way. All right. Sounds good?
All right, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
I got to send you.
You guys, hey, can I have your ID, please? How can I address you?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, can I have your ID, please? Where'd you get the marks from?
Me.
Huh?
They were just hustling.
You got any marks on you?
Not that I know of.
No?
You see some?
No, I don't see any. That's why I'm asking
Yeah,
you.
we're good.
Okay. Can I have your ID?
I don't have it. I got a phone ID.
Sounds good. Can I have your name?
Yeah. EILYAHA.
EILY?
YAHA.
Okay. Can I have the baby's name, please?
Would you put
8940?
8910?
10, I'm
Why
sorry.
do you need her name? Yeah, why do you need her name?
Well, because she's here.
But
So.
she's a minor, so can I not give you my daughter's name?
What's that?
She's a minor, so can I not give you my daughter's name?
No, we're gonna need it for the report. That's all it is. I'm
Well,
just
she
gonna,
don't have
can't
nothing to
talk.
do with it. Like, she can't even talk. She can't even give a statement or write.
right, but the fact that she's here, right?
I mean,
So the argument started about cheating.
I guess he woke up and saw somebody on my phone, which we both cheat, you know how they talk about
Okay.
relationships. I guess I was already distancing myself from him because he already kept coming by saying slick stuff. Like, after he found out, I already told him in a message that he said I take the blame. After that, he just kept coming in and out, making slick remarks, and I'm just trying to ignore him. I'm on the phone with my sister trying to ignore this man. So after that, it just takes place like he wanted to go home. Like, he wanted me to drop him home. We already came out here for the Airbnb. But he wanted me to take him home. But I already said, like, we just woke up at 12. It's already hitting 1 o'clock.
Where's home?
Fort Myers. I said, I don't feel like going home.
Is that on your ID?
It probably is Lehigh because my ID's old, but it should be Fort Myers updated now.
Okay.
But, told him I didn't want to go home.
What's your address? In Fort.
Street. He's saying, no, you need to take me home. Telling him, call his sister, take him home. But still just back and forth like that, but not touching it yet. So I come out the living room, I'm sitting there putting on my baby clothes because she just got to pull my mom. We sitting on the couch, mind you, he's drinking liquor already.
Okay.
Liquor bring out the truth in people. He's drinking liquor because he can't smoke, so he had to do something else to cope his pain, I guess.
Okay.
So, he's sitting there and he was like, that's why you taste like that. That's why you've been tasting so weird. Just basically like calling me out my names, calling me a hoe, saying I'm ran through, saying I'm that, just making me feel bad about myself. So of course the words touched me and I threw my hand on him.
Right.
So my mom was trying to stop us, but I was still throwing my hands on him. So he didn't touch me at all. He was just trying to like jack me up, push me off of him type, but he didn't put his hands on me.
Okay. When you say push you off of him, did you come on to him?
Did I come on to him?
Yeah.
We was already like this,
Okay.
like this.
Well, you don't have to do that to
Well,
me.
that's
Okay.
how we was. So I'm trying to give you the picture.
Okay.
So we was like that. So I already threw my punch, but he grabbed and pulled my braid out my head. My shit is scalped. I already know. So that's when I was punching him because he pulled my braid out my head. So of course I'm gonna throw a punch, and I was continuing throwing punches at him. So he has a knot on his head. So that's when he just yanked me by my shirt and grabbed me like this. That's on my shirt. It's ripped.
Okay.
And then so my mom put us in the car, and it was just time to go home. And then that's when you guys came.
Okay. You obviously have marks all over you.
Me?
Right. Yeah. and so does he. So
probably because my junk is like sensitive, but you
can you go ahead and I mean, I don't want you pulling down your shirt too much, but you got a couple scratch marks there. If you could just hold that. So you approached him and he started hitting you, swinging, or
when I approached him, we was already arguing. I guess when I got
at what point did it get physical?
When he just kept calling me out my name.
He was saying that he was saying nasty stuff.
Okay.
He was saying nasty stuff, like it's very personal and probably bring somebody's gratitude down. And me as a female, you know, I love been together for a long time, and I told him like, even her dad did stuff like that. I don't like that as a female. Don't say stuff like that.
Who's this?
Oh, that's my boyfriend.
Okay.
He don't got nothing, but
he just got here. You don't even know if
Okay.
he hasn't even this is his first day here.
Okay.
So
did he just kind of piss you off and off until you came over and hit him? Where'd you hit him first?
His eye.
Right in his eye.
Right here.
Right in the eye.
Got him a knot.
Okay.
That's when he pulled my braid out.
After
and
you hit him?
It just got more because he pulled my braid out.
After you hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not gonna lie, officer, I don't know if I do have anger problems, but I really try my best because I'm trying to change for my daughter. But he already know what type of buttons to push.
Right.
And I literally was trying to hold I kid you, I was trying to hold my composure until I couldn't. I couldn't.
No, I understand, right? Words will get
I didn't mean to hit him. Like I even after
How long have you guys
him,
been together for?
We've been together 5 years.
Okay.
Since freshman.
Just like our policy, right? Because it's an investigation.
Right.
I'm going to have to read this to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
No. Before we ask her any
It's just
questions,
policy.
is interviewing her, we have to ask her. She's not in the rest of the handcuffs, right?
You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you before and during questioning. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay? You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. Do you understand what I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you wish to continue talking to me?
If you want me to.
Okay. All right.
wait, what's going on?
Just hold on here for just a sec, okay? Can you go ahead and put your phone down for me?
Oh my
Okay.
God, are you guys taking her?
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Stop.
Why?
Over there.
Both of y'all.
Why?
Stop.
Stop. I'm gonna tell my daddy kill you, bro.
resisting.
No.
Don't say that.
On the ground.
Just take it around. Elias, stop it. Turn around. Turn around. This is... Stop it. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased.
Get my other
Put your hand.
I can't get my other arm.
Your back.
I can't.
Take her other arm out. Take her other arm out.
Let her take her arm.
She is. Go ahead.
Tase her.
Here.
Please don't.
Do not resist. I'm gonna fucking tase you. You understand?
Please
Stop.
don't tase her.
I'm not going to. Can you go over there so we can do our job, please?
I know, but that's my
Thank you.
daughter.
I don't care.
You guys.
Go ahead and fix them. You're gonna have to take them off anyways. She's not doing nothing.
So is he? What's happening with him?
Listen, ma'am, I told you to go over there. All right?
I'm here.
I will arrest you for obstruction if you don't get away from me.
Cause you're a bitch, cuz. What you told him? Now you quiet? But if I snitch, we both gonna be all right.
Roll over, stand up.
I'll help you stand up.
Baby, you gotta stand.
Get up.
You got to, baby.
Stand up.
I will
Dude,
drag you to the
stop
car.
it. Stand up.
Stand up, baby, because they're gonna tase you. Leah. Denise. Oh my God. Denise, stop. Denise.
I'm sorry, I had my radio turned down. Was that confirmed?
Why, bro?
I'm like the good.
Bro,
Oh, bitches count my shit, cuz.
or like 15 on the
Get in the car.
I can put my name in the car.
Get in the car.
Shut up.
Get in the car.
Nobody got twisted. You probably
Very
domestic violence yourself.
Yep.
Move. I'm already here. You about to count my shit.
Take pictures. Once you get to the jail, take pictures of her. Hey! Move,
You're gonna get another charge.
Move.
Why?
Listen, stop that or you're gonna get tased. You understand me? Stop
Stop
that.
doing this for no reason, though.
Stop that. You're gonna get
Why?
another charge.
Why?
Listen to me. You're gonna get another charge. Okay? Stop it. Just go down now. I'll do the rest. Let them know she's probably going to be disorderly so they know on their way there. Yes, I will explain that to you. Give me 1 second. No, Sherman, you got the hot
Can I
guys?
drive with you? Can I ride with you?
No,
Why?
no.
I don't want to ride with him.
Stop. Stop it.
He's rude.
Stop it. All right, stop, please. I'm asking you to just stop. You did this. We didn't do it.
I
Okay?
didn't do nothing. I told the truth.
Hey, I got him. I think I got some on my seat. Just hold it here. Come back over here.
Ouch.
Come back over here.
Why?
Come back over here, woman.
In the car.
I understand. I'm going to tie your feet because you can't act like an adult and you keep kicking my car.
Well, I'm not doing that no more.
Come over here. You still have to be in the car seat. Come over here. I'm going to drag. I don't want to keep hurting you. I don't want to keep touching you. Come over here. The seatbelt.
You gotta get in the seatbelt.
Come on, dude. Come over here.
I need help. Just a little bit.
To your feet.
Give me another shirt. Call my dad. Mommy, can you call my dad? I want my daddy.
Give me your feet.
I want my dad. Call my dad. Okay, bring it here.
Sit back.
Now,
No.
bring it here. Bring it here. Don't listen to them. Bring it here.
All right.
Tell daddy come. Your seatbelt.
Go ahead. Just go to the jail. She stops. Let the jail know she's gonna be disorderly.
Yes.
In the state of Florida, all right, we have no choice but to prosecute for domestic violence. You guys been together 5 years. You have a child to come, and you currently live together. Those are all the criteria that meets for domestic violence. Okay, whether you choose to cooperate or not, right now, we have no choice but to separate you guys from the situation. So she's gonna be under arrest. That at a later date, if you go to court and you don't choose to cooperate, that's on you. And you want to drop charges, that's on you. But for right now, yeah, she's gonna go to jail.
I can still drop charges on dinner.
Yes.
Okay,
You can do whatever you want later on, but not right now, okay? Lift your hair up so I get to your forehead. Yeah. You understand? I'm going to give you some paperwork. Whether you want to take it or not, I still have to give it to you, okay? It's your victim rights. It just has stuff for you as a victim, things you're entitled to, resources you can use, and numbers you can call, all right?
Now, this does make for an interesting conversation piece because domestic violence is out here, guys. All right, now here, I don't necessarily know what this woman's name is, if it's Dalia with a D-A or Aaliyah, A-A. She spelled it a couple times. The officer was confused. I was too, listening to it. So, and then it sounds like her mom was calling her Denise. So who knows? This is in Florida. Let's look at the Florida statutes. First, let's take a look at the domestic violence framework overall. Okay, let's take a look at some of the definitions. All right, these are found at section 741.28. And the key thing from here is that if there's a qualifying crime like battery, and it occurs between family or household members or parties that share children together, it's going to be domestic violence. All right, that designation affects arrest decisions, bond conditions, and the sentencing programs. All right, the key thing is when someone is arrested in a domestic violence situation in Florida, okay, they can't receive a bond until they go in front of a judge. It's not one of those things where they can call the district attorney and say, hey, what's the bond? We can give a person on this, and they give them one. All right? No, you have to go in front of a judge first, have to be seen. All right, so let's talk about the first statute then. Domestic battery. This is found at 784.03. All right, that's for battery. Now with domestic violence, 741.28. Now battery is going to be the same as it always is. All right, intentionally touching or striking another person against their will, or causing some bodily harm. Now, obviously, a knot on someone's head is going to be bodily harm. All right. The young lady here, she admitted to punching first and causing the boyfriend's knot on his head. She points out her ripped shirt, the scratches on her chest area, and the ripped out braid. Now, verbal insults don't legally justify a punch. Now, once there's a punch that happens, that's when we have domestic violence right then. Okay. Her self-defense basically is undercut by I hit him first. Now, what's the penalty here? This is a first-degree misdemeanor. So that means 111, up to 1 year in jail, a fine of up to $1,000, maybe 1 year of probation. But since it's in a domestic violence realm, there's a couple other things. Now, you could be subject to this batterer's intervention program probation. Now, if the court finds there's intentional bodily harm, then the domestic violence statute imposes minimum jail time. So there's some mandatory jail. There's also some enhancements if you have children present while the domestic violence is happening. Now here, I don't know if this child was actually out here while they were fighting, but the story is the mom had the child in the pool, I guess in the back of this Airbnb. That might bring another series talking about if you rent out property and those issues that you can run into. Okay, moving on to the next charge. We have resisting without violence. This is found at section 843.02. Now, we talk about this one quite often. This is the lower version of resisting arrest. There's two. You have with violence and without violence. To get the without violence, you just have to knowingly resist or obstruct or oppose an officer performing their lawful duties. And you can't be out here fighting with them, okay? Here, she refused her hands. There was some bracing involved, and that just means she's not trying to go where they're trying to take her. Kicking the doors on the cruiser. This is a first-degree misdemeanor. It carries the 111 in Florida. Right, 1 year in jail, maybe 1 year probation, a fine of up to $1,000. Now, also, we have several other things here. I'm going to flash them up on the screen here, but some other consideration involved. Things like the battery intervention program has a 1 year minimum probation. You go to court, you're going to get put on probation at least for 1 year. All right, minimum jail for the domestic violence with intentional bodily harm. Look at the minimums here: 10 days. Base minimum of going to jail for 10 days, and that's on your first offense. By the time you get to your third offense, you're in jail for 20 days. That's almost a month. Think about how your life is interrupted when you go to jail for a whole month. All right, let's talk about the warrantless arrest authority that's given under the statute, 901.15. This gives officers the authority to arrest without a warrant when they have probable cause of domestic violence. Also notice the dual arrests are discouraged. They're looking for the primary aggressor. Who's the one that took this thing further or the furthest? Who brought the knife out? Who knocked somebody upside the head? That's what they're going for. Her admission to initiating the punch, that's the key in this situation here. All right, so next, let's move into our evidentiary standards because they're important every time that the police have to come on scene and when a person potentially is going to have to go to court. Okay, let's move through our 6 levels of evidence. We'll start at the lowest, work our way up to the highest. We talk about these daily and we talk about them in terms of the government because the government has more agencies that can arrest you than the police, okay? And police really is just a general term, okay? All right, so first, starting at the lowest, mere suspicion. Now, this is when the government or one of their agencies or the police, all they have is a hunch. They don't have any concrete proof. They have nothing to attach you to a crime. And therefore, the police can't take any action at this level against you. Now, what will happen usually, the police or the government agency that's dealing with you will go on high alert. Moving up a level, reasonable suspicion. Now at this level, the government or the police have specific articulable facts that can support a belief that there's some criminal activity afoot. This does allow for detention. So this is going to allow for interaction. They're going to stop you. They're going to detain you and investigate. In this situation, we had multiple 911 calls. They're coming in from the neighbors. And it's because they're outside fighting, guys. There's an active argument when the police arrive on the scene. All of us are going to justify a stop and some initial questions to see if there's something going on, something criminal going on. Moving up one more level, probable cause. Now at this level, the police and the government are going to arrest you. Also at this level, they can go back and get warrants and come and search, all those sorts of things. Now in today's case, at probable cause, the police are going to arrest based on just their investigation. This level means there's enough facts that would make a reasonable person believe a crime has occurred. So here we have the admission. I threw my hands first. You have visible injuries. Remember, when the cop first gets there, he asks me, what happened to you? He's asking the guy, his face is blurred. It's blurred on my side too, guys. All right, that's how these come from the cops sometimes. All right, when these different uploaders get these videos, okay, sometimes the police already have them edited. All right. Now, when you watch them in court, there's no editing at all. All right, you see everything. Somebody's naked on there, you're watching it right there in court. All right, but here, visible injuries, you got ripped shirt. You have the general officer's observation. Probable cause for domestic violence is present. And then you have the non-compliance and the kicking of the unit. That's also a probable cause for resisting arrest. Moving up one more level, we have preponderance of the evidence. Now, this level is where the government is going to bring us to court, or we're going to bring someone else to court and we're suing them. We're suing them for money, or we're suing them about a contract or something like that. At this level, it means more likely than not that our claim is true. All that we need is 51% of the evidence in our favor to win. You can think about this in bond context here, okay? When establishing a bond, is to the preponderance of the evidence. In any hearing, they would probably use simply the body cam. They've watched that a couple times and the judge will make a decision. You also have the admissions that were made during that body cam. They make it more likely than not that she initiated the action with force. All right, so during a bond, they would set it and they come back, and I don't think this would go to a bench trial, this domestic violence. She would probably plead guilty and do some probation. Now, it's that jail time. I don't know if she has to actually go sit in jail for those 10 days or not. This matter might not be over yet. They might still be dealing with it. Sometimes, in the meantime, they'll have different things that they do. And she might get all that jail time credited if she does take a plea. Court is slow, guys. It's not fast. Things happen, and yes, a person might go to jail fast, but before it's over, if we're looking at a whole 6-7 months on something small like this, 2-3 years on something big. All right, let's move up one more level. Clear and convincing evidence. Now, at this level, it means you have a high confidence that the claim is true. There's a high probability. It's substantially likely to be true. It means that you have near certainty, 75%. And that's what you're going to need to have in your favor to win. You're going to need about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win any action that requires clear and convincing evidence. This comes up with change of custody cases, guys. So when people are fighting over their children, when parents have separated, this is the standard, clear and convincing evidence. I always talk about that one first is because that's family law when you're in law school. That's where you learn about clear and convincing evidence. And that also shows up in criminal law when you talk about people bringing defenses and things, but you see it all the time with these divorce cases and people fighting over custody. All right, now here, this might come into play in her situation if she's trying to go against any certain probation conditions and things like that. So say, for instance, they submit a condition that she needs to stay away from this boyfriend, but, they're still talking about they're in love or something. She has to submit some clear and convincing evidence. He's going to have to get up there and testify and say, I really don't want that condition in place. Or they're saying they can't live in the same house together. But if he's the one that pays all the bills, it would make an unnecessary burden on him to have to keep 2 houses. Those kind of things. Moving up to the highest level though, but beyond a reasonable doubt. Now at this level, this means that there's no other logical conclusion besides the defendant being guilty. This is required for every criminal case in the United States. Another thing, prosecutors are going to have to meet this level for every element of the charges they're bringing. If they can't meet this, then the person will be acquitted of that charge. Now, a jury's going to weigh this woman's words. They're going to look at the injuries on both people, the demeanor. They're going to talk among themselves about were the commands given by the officer, were they clear? And was there actually any resistance on camera? Okay, next, let's move into the jury perspective and let's put ourselves on this jury. Let's imagine if we were on this jury and dealing with this situation. Okay, let's put ourselves on this jury. Now, let's ask some big questions first. Now, who initiated the force? We know she said, I punched him first after he said some nasty things to me. Now, the force is the actual hit, okay? So she threw the first punch. This lines up with a case I had some years back where a guy, they had a misdemeanor charge and they had a felony charge, which was burglary, because he came into the house through a window and him and his significant other, they have a number of children together. They had 5 children together, been together since high school. Anyways, they're into it. They're breaking up stuff in the kitchen because he came in through the kitchen window. Because she locked him out of the door, his key wouldn't work. So he went around to the back door where he knew that there was something wrong with that lock. It worked with the key, but I guess it was weaker or it didn't come all the way to the door jam good. Anyways, burglary happens, which means to break in to commit another crime. You enter without authorization, and while there, you intend to commit another crime. That's what a burglary means. So the big thing here, and the reason why he was in jury trial, was because of the burglary. So that's the felony. But what happened when he got there was domestic violence 3, which is a fight between two people that have children together, or in a dating relationship, or living together. And he's only looking at up to 1 year in jail on that, highly likelihood of just a fine. So he took it to jury trial. He beat the burglary. He ended up getting some probation on that domestic violence 3. In the end, I just had to warn him about how he deals with his significant other going forward and forever, because this is not a small man. I'm not a small person. For anybody out there who wondered, I'm 6'2". This guy was significantly bigger than me. He was about 6'7" or 6'8", and how apropos, he was a lumberjack. No lie, lumberjack. This guy was huge. I was like, man, every time that you have an issue with your wife or your girlfriend, her being that much smaller than you, it's going to be a big issue. And they were always together. They're together, they break up, they get back together. But anyways, back to this. Key thing there, when you're dealing with domestic violence cases, they almost never seem to end. It's always something. The fighting is on and on. What about the injuries here? In this case, we have a knot above his eye. We have her ripped shirt. We have scratches on her chest. We have a braid that's pulled out of the side of her head. Would that change your idea of what's going on here if you were a member of the jury? With all those injuries to both people, would you just say it's a wash and say, well, all right, how about we do something less and not throw her in jail for a long time? We got a small kid together. Do you start thinking about all those things? Now, a good point to keep in mind always, all right, when we talk about jury trials and what's not shown on TV is that trials happen in 2 phases. And that's what we remind our juries every time, all right? First phase is guilt or innocence. So during that phase, don't think about whether somebody's going to be punished for a long time. Just think about, are they innocent or are they guilty? And then during the second phase, we'll have a whole nother little mini trial so you can hear from the victims or whoever else that people want to put on to see if we're going to talk about how long somebody needs to be punished. Now, what about that child being present portion? Do you think that should be a part of the discussion? And if she's guilty, should she receive an enhancement because the baby's present? So in the end, guys, what do you think? Guilty, not guilty, and why? Have you ever been around any of these situations with domestic violence? As a lawyer, I've dealt with them many times, but in my own life, as I said, when I was in law school, my next door neighbor, they had a very bad relationship, and it caused a lot of nights with not very much sleep, and them fighting all in the middle of the night. It's amazing how a person's behavior can affect the whole neighborhood. But anyways, you guys tell me below, guilty, not guilty. Okay, guys, so today's lesson today. Words aren't a defense to battery. Verbal provocation does not justify taking that thing up to violence. Second, if you guys haven't noticed now, when you hear Miranda coming, if Miranda's red, you can treat it like you're in custody. Those cuffs are coming. All right, domestic violence policies, all right, no matter where you're at, all right, in Florida, all right, they have these mandatory policies. They have them also in my home state, Arkansas. They have them almost in every state. They're going to be a little bit different, but they're out there. And this is a fairly new thing. Since I've come out of law school in the 2000s, domestic violence has been a big push. I guess it might have been big since maybe the late 90s, you know, but definitely a big push in the 2000s. I've seen the laws change. And many states are very strict on domestic violence suspects and convicts. Finally, if your children are present, hey, that can easily boost the punishment. So today, if you were on this jury, how would you vote? On the domestic violence, guilty or not guilty? And the resisting, saying guilty or not guilty. Drop your vote below. Like, subscribe, share the video with somebody else. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a good day. Be safe out there.
If you've got ideas or videos you want me to lecture on, send them to the queue. And come back tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. for another lecture.